Hello, thanks for joining us again on the channel. Okay, yes, we've reviewed a lot of these. Too many, probably. But trust me, this one stands out. It caught me off guard, in a good way. Before we get started, there's a special discount if you're interested. The link is in the description and also in the top comment. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Starting things off, our first reviewer gives us their perspective.
This reviewer mostly loves this bike after getting everything just right. Being a taller and heavier person, our reviewer was pleased to find that this bike hauls them around with ease. They emphasized how fast it is and how the key components like the brakes, chain, shifter, motors, and controls functioned well right out of the box, bringing back feelings of youthful joy. This client made a few personal adjustments to enhance comfort, specifically swapping out the seat post for a longer one to achieve a more comfortable pedaling position, and replacing the handlebar mount with an adjustable one. After some use, this reviewer adjusted the controller settings to better match the feel of a regular bicycle, noting that the initial settings were a bit overboosted, so the motor current was reduced for a more linear response to pedaling. This electric bike includes both a throttle and a fork lock, offering different riding options. The throttle is particularly useful for maneuvering at times, providing easier control. The front motor can be toggled on or off, and this client uses it sparingly, mainly for rapid acceleration or on slippery surfaces, cautioning that it consumes considerable power and can lead to excessive speed if not handled carefully. A handlebar-mounted button allows for easy use as a turbo boost feature. The seller also earned high praise. When the delivery service initially misdirected the package, they were incredibly helpful in tracking it down. The bike arrived securely packaged with thorough assembly instructions. Assembly requires some skill, involving a lot of nuts and bolts and careful adjustments. There were a couple of very minor issues, a slightly cross-threaded bolt on the handlebar bracket and a few small scratches on the rims, but these were easily fixed or ignored. Overall, our reviewer stated they would happily purchase this bike again.
Cool, let's uncover what our next reviewer has to say.
This reviewer was really impressed with the care taken in packaging this e-bike. While the instructions were fairly standard, nothing groundbreaking but sufficient, they found the assembly process straightforward, especially with some familiarity with bicycle mechanics. There was a minor hiccup requiring an extra washer on the front fork, specifically on the brake side to prevent rubbing, but that was easily addressed. Overall, this client is extremely satisfied with the e-bike's performance. The charging time is impressively fast. They recently tested it out in scorching heat and found it surprisingly stable, even at high speeds that they described as kind of scary fast. The robust build, combined with the large tires, contributes to a feeling of safety and control. The included lighting is excellent, and they were particularly pleased with the integrated turn signals. The shocks also perform admirably, providing a comfortable ride. This reviewer is planning a night ride to further assess the bike's capabilities, but based on their initial experience, they were exceedingly happy and ready to give it a top rating.
Alright, let's find out what our next reviewer has to share.
This reviewer purchased this electric bike for their college-aged daughter, hoping it would provide reliable transportation to classes and a potential job. Initial impressions were positive, noting its appealing aesthetics and seemingly smooth operation. However, the bike's functionality proved short-lived, essentially failing after only a handful of uses. The core issue was a dead battery that refused to charge, despite adhering to the recommended charging time. Attempts to resolve the problem through Amazon were unsuccessful due to exceeding the return window. Contacting the seller directly led to a frustrating series of requests for photographic evidence of the problem, but no tangible solution. When a refund was requested, the seller proposed a restocking fee and offered replacement parts instead. More photo requests followed, specifically for battery voltage readings, adding to the reviewer's sense of being stalled and misled. The reviewer felt the seller was intentionally avoiding a return or refund, advising others to consider buying locally to ensure accessible support. Despite the initial disappointment, the situation took a turn. The negative review prompted the company to engage, expressing willingness to honor the manufacturer's warranty and supply a replacement battery. To the reviewer's relief, the battery was shipped and arrived as promised. After charging and installation, the bike was fully functional. The company provided helpful installation videos, and the reviewer was pleased with the design and performance of the bike. They apologized personally for the initial mistake and, in a gracious move, refunded part of the price. The reviewer is now very happy with the product.
If this video helped you out, give it a like and hit subscribe for more. Got thoughts? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.